Survival actually is a very positive thing because it immediately drives us to peak performance. But when we get to peak performance, the old thinking is we use that peak performance to compete with each other. And why do we compete with each other? There's only one reason why we compete with each other, which is we don't think there's enough for both of us. Because if there's enough for both of us, why compete? So those are paradigms. There's two paradigms we're trapped in. The first paradigm is called the Malthusian paradigm, which is the Malthusian equation is the equation of scarcity. Pressure of exponentially growing population on finite resources equals scarcity, equals social unrest, disease, war, etc. When we look at the world, we see that Malthus was right. Wrong. We believe Malthus, so we create a reality based on our mass belief in scarcity. Malthus was wrong. After Malthus comes the second paradigm, which is the Darwin. Darwin is very dangerous, seriously dangerous, because Darwin is saying, on the title of his book is The Origin of Species, but there's a subtitle, and the subtitle says, Our Preferred Species Prevail in the Struggle for Life. Okay, so it's two assumptions here. Life is a struggle, and not everybody survives. Yeah? Wrong. Like Malthus, this is wrong. Life shouldn't be a struggle. In an environment of abundance, life shouldn't be a struggle. And not everybody survive is a very racist declaration that came from racism and not from science. He was an upper-class Englishman. Preferred species is an ideology. It's not science. It's wrong. And it's wrong because there's no preferred species. And all species survive. And the science of evolution is adaptation. Yeah? It's not the strongest of species, it's not the most intelligent, but the species that adapts. Adaptation is not up to a species. It's a cellular. Plus, competition doesn't make sense because a lot of resources are directed at fighting somebody else instead of achieving what you want. You want food, but instead of, like investing your resources on getting the food, you invest the resources on killing somebody that is on your way to the food. So a lot of waste of energy. It's just wrong. And nature doesn't do that. I'm not romanticizing nature. The tiger will eat, like the deer, etc. But there's no animosity. The tiger has no agenda to extinct, like there's no war. And what they do in nature is basically also the formula for personal growth and for business growth. It's basically the opposite of competition is monopoly. If you have a monopoly, nobody competes with you. So what nature does, it creates millions of niche monopolies. Niche monopoly is the secret sauce of life. Because when you create niche monopoly, you invest less resources. And how do you create niche monopoly? By innovation. Evolution is innovation. What is evolution? A species deals with the environment, changes itself. RNA, DNA, protein changes. The species evolves, sometimes very, very fast. So it's technology innovation, and the species is moving, creating a certain technological or innovation. Same for business. If you create innovations, then you have a niche. In the niche, you're not competing. And then it's fertilizing the entire environment. So basically, this is the counterintuitive survival skill.